headed over to pick up Dawson. We're gonna dump some minerals today. Do a little review on about 6 different kinds of minerals on a couple of the properties that we've got. So it's like 1:36 on Easter Sunday, or Easter weekend, the 31st of March. And we're going to leave these minerals out for a couple weeks with some trail cams on them and see what we got going on, see which ones the deer prefer, give you guys an honest review on a couple of the products, and see how this goes. Stay tuned. Finally, the boys coming out of the house. Got the fishing pole, going to do a little bit of crappie fishing today, maybe if we get some time, if it don't rain. Hey guys, Brad and Dawson from Upshot Outdoors. So we're on one of our private properties here, putting out some minerals. We're going to do a little test and experiment between store-bought and company-bought. So we picked up I'll show you the products here in a minute. We picked up one off of the Amish up at the Ohio Deer and Turkey Classic, and then we've got just some buck grub back here just for some supplemental feed. I'm going to run these cameras for a couple weeks. We're going to come back and pull. I've got 2 cameras. I've got one hanging there and one hanging here, 2 different angles. Going to see which one the deer prefer, if they prefer the store-bought that everybody can buy, like at Walmart, wherever, or if they prefer an actual mineral that somebody's made and put time and effort into figuring out what we got going on. So if we get the camera, I'll show you what we got going on here. So the first one in this one, we're going to do the Biologic Addiction, the Deer Attractant Powder. It's got the biologic rock infused in it. And then the second one we got going on over here is the Buck Frenzy Mineral. Deer love it. Attracts deer in 1 to 3 days. So we've got another one of them we're going to put out on another property today. And then over on this one, we've got the buck grub. So we have a trail cam right there, and then we've got one right there. And these are, what do you think, Dawson, 10 feet apart maybe? Yeah. If that, 8 feet. So we've got the general gist of put them so close, see which one the deer go to first. I mean, that's pretty much honest way to get an honest opinion here on which ones they like. I mean, after weeks of filming, you ought to be able to tell if they go to the Amish or if they go to the biologic rock. So stay tuned. We're going to get these out, and then I'll show you pictures of what we did on this property. Stay tuned. Okay, so just got done spreading the minerals. We cleared like a 3-foot, 4-foot circle and dug in down into the dirt so the mineral soaks in. But this is your wildlife, or your affliction with your biologic. It's more clumpy. You can see the biologic rock in it, the little granules. So, and then you've got your Amish, your Buck Feast. It's looks like grains of salt, kind of mineral looking. Smells really good. And then got just your regular buck grub as your feed. But alright, we're going to turn on some trail cameras and get the heck out of here, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks. Alright, welcome back. We're back on our second property here. It's a little over 200 acres. We picked a spot right in the center of the property that we're going to put all of our mineral licks to try to keep them primarily in the center here. Off to the right of me here is where we're going to put a big food plot. But we've got the Buck Frenzy in here. We've got the Healthy Rack. We've got some Black Magic, and we've got some Anti-Logistics spread out about over a little like 10 to 15 feet apart. Trail cams hung in strategically spots to pick them all up. It's the same kind of scenario. We're going to run them for a little while and see which one they go to first, pretty much to tell you, like, okay, they prefer this one, or they prefer the store-bought. This one, I'm thinking that it's going to be a little more interesting because we've got a little bit better food plot or mineral licks in this one. So I'll show you what we got going on here, and then we're going to start dumping, and we'll take some pictures, and we'll be back. So this one here, we've got the Buck Frenzy, the Amish. Come over around this way. Got the Black Magic we're going to put out right there. Come back over this way. We have the Healthy Rack. And then you come over this way. And you've got your Analogistics there. So give us a little bit. We're going to start dumping and we'll be back. Okay, so we've got the Analogistics, the Healthy Rack, the Black Magic, and the Amish. Stay tuned and we're going to find out which one the deer prefer.